Students, welcome to the subject software engineering. Now we shall begin new chapter, that is architectural design. And today we will introduce ourselves to this chapter. Architectural design introduction. Point number 1. Design has been described as multi-step process. It must contain representation of data and program structure, interface characteristics, and procedural details are synthesized from information requirement. Students, design constitutes number of steps that we shall study as we proceed. And design is information driven. That is, you cannot go in for design without available information. From where do we get information? We get information from the process called as information requirement. And this design must contain how the data is represented, how the program is developed, what are the interface characteristics that needs to be developed, procedural details. So all these things we can get it from the information requirements that were studied in earlier chapter. Point number 4. Software design methods are derived from consideration of 3 domains of analysis model, that is informational, functional, and behavioral domains. Students who have studied analysis model, and in this analysis model we have 3 domains, that is informational model, functional model, and behavioral model. So these models are very important from design aspect of view. Point number 5. In this chapter we shall consider methods required to create coherent, well planned representations of data and the architectural layers of design model. Point number 6. Architectural design is the blueprint from which the software is constructed. Students, you know what is blueprint? Blueprint is the map which is followed to develop any project. So architectural design is the blueprint for the software that we are going to develop. So it is a must. Now, what is an architectural design? Point number 1. Architectural design represents the structure of the data and the program components that are required to build computer-based system. Students, you well know that software consists of 2 things. One is data, another is program. So architectural design concentrates on both the aspects, that is data structure, that is the way the data is stored, and the program, which talks about the procedural part. Point number 2. It considers architectural style that the system will take. 2. The structure and the properties of the components that constitute the system. And 3rd, the interrelationship that occur among all architectural components of the system. So students, it considers 3 aspects. One is architectural style, 3rd is structure and the properties of the components, and finally the interrelationship among all these components. Now, what is importance of architectural design? 1. The importance of architectural design for the software development is similar to the importance of design of blueprint in case of house construction. Students, you very well know that is, when you want to develop a house, you go to architect, he will give you the plan and the blueprint. So any project begins with the blueprint, where all the ideas and the roadmap is drawn. So architectural design is very important from the software development point of view. Without architectural design, point number 2, it is unworthy to proceed for software development. Architectural design provides big picture of the software design. So students, architectural design is very important as it provides the very large picture of the software that we are going to develop. Now we shall consider steps in architectural design. Point number 1. Architectural design begins with the data design and then proceeds to the derivation of one or more representation of the architectural structure of the system. So students, architectural design begins with the data design. First you have to go in for data design, and then you can develop one or more models of architectural structure of the system. Point number 2. Alternative architectural styles or patterns are analyzed to derive the structure that is best suited to customer requirements and quality attributes. So, as the alternative architectural styles and patterns are developed, they are analyzed, and whichever suits the customer requirements, that is adopted. So, in this chapter, that is architectural design, we will be studying the various topics such as 1. Software architecture, 2. Data design, 3. Architectural styles and patterns, 4. Architectural design, 5th. Assessing alternative architectural design, and last topic, that is mapping data flow into software architecture. So students, we have begun with the new chapter and we will be studying various topics under this chapter. So this architectural design is an important chapter in software engineering. So please, this is the introductory part. You can just go through this. Thank you.